everyone. Topic for our human rights assignment is human rights for old age persons. Before starting up with the topic, let's try to understand the concept of human rights in short. Every person has dignity and value. One of the ways that we recognize the fundamental worth of every person is by acknowledging and respecting human rights. Human rights are a set of principles concerned with equality and fairness. Now, human rights can broadly be defined as a number of basic rights that people around the world have agreed that are essential. These rights include right to life, right to fair trial, freedom from torture, freedom of speech, etc. In the same way, these human rights are the same for all people everywhere, men and women, young and old, rich and poor, etc. Now, if we specifically talks about the right of old age persons, our country India is the only country in the world where we touch the feet of our elders as a mark of respect. We live in a country where we compare our elders to God and have a special place for them in our traditions, culture and scriptures. In today's time, aged persons are known as senior citizens. Aging has become a worldwide problem today. Sometimes old age people have neglected by their own family. Since their productive capacity and decreased or completely neglected, they do not get respect in the family as well as in society. Such people are required to be given humanitarian treatment and good medical relief also. Human rights like gratuity, provident fund, etc. have now become statutory rights also.
Let us talk about the legal provisions related to rights of old age persons. First of all, let us look on the international provision. Article 45 of Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948 clearly state that everyone has a right to a standard of living for the health and well-being of himself and his family, including food, clothing, housing and medical care, and necessary social services, and the right to security in the event of unemployment, sickness, disability, widowhood, old age or other lack of livelihood in circumstances beyond his control. Article 41 of the Indian Constitution state that the state, within the limit of its economic capacity and development, make effective provision for securing the right to work, to education and public assistance in case of unemployment, old age, sickness and disability, in other case of universal want. There is one provision in Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956, Section 20, Subclause 3, cast a duty upon a Hindu to maintain his or her aged or infirm parents who is unable to maintain himself or herself. His duty is placed both on Hindu male and female. Section 125 of CRPC state that state to maintain his or her parents is the natural and fundamental duty of a man to maintain his parents so long as they are unable to maintain themselves.
Apart from the constitutional provisions and the international conventions, there are additional provisions in personal laws and criminal procedure code. Now for the Hindu personal laws, the Hindu Adoption and Maintenance Act 1956 is there, which empowers the elderly people with legal rights to claim maintenance from their children. Laws and rights under this act can, however, be assessed by only Hindus. Section 20 of this act deals with the maintenance of children and aged parents. Under this section, it is clearly mentioned that it is the responsibility of a person to maintain their old parent if they are not able to maintain themselves. Section 23 of this act deals with the amount of maintenance that is to be paid to the old parents. According to this section, the court has the discretion to decide the amount or alter the amount already agreed upon to be paid to the aged parents if it feels that the original amount offered might not be sufficient for their survival. Under the modern codified Hindu laws, it is not only the son who has the responsibility to maintain the aged parents. Such obligation also lies upon the daughter to maintain them. Maintenance can be claimed by both the natural and adoptive parents. However, step parents having their own children cannot claim maintenance under this act. For the Muslim personal laws, According to Mullah, a son is entitled to maintain his mother even under strained circumstances, if she is poor, even if not infirm. The son is also bound to maintain his father if he is earning nothing. There exists no concept of adoption under the Muslim laws. Hence, there exist no provisions for the maintenance of adoptive parents under Muslim laws. The provisions of maintenance of parents, irrespective of their religion, under the code was introduced for the first time in Section 125 of the Code of Criminal Procedure in 1973. As per the code, if any person having sufficient means neglects or refuses to maintain his father or mother, magistrate of the first class may, upon proof, order such person to make a monthly allowance for the maintenance at a monthly rate as the magistrate thinks fit, and to pay the same to such person as the magistrate may from time to time offer.
Apart from the international conventions, constitutional provisions, the personal laws and other penal laws, there is a specific legislation on rights of adults, which is the Maintenance and Welfare of Parents Act 2007. The act aims at providing maintenance to senior citizens in the country. It is an act to provide for more effective provisions for the maintenance and welfare of parents and senior citizens guaranteed and recognized under the Constitution. The Act also provides for maintenance of childless senior citizens. Section 24 of the Act provides a punishment for those who, taking care of any senior citizen, leave the senior citizen abandoned. Thus, this Act is very useful in protecting the dignity of our senior citizens. Apart from the legislations available, there are policies as well provided by the central government and the state government. One such policy is the National Policy for Older People 1999. The policy was launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment in year 1999 to help the senior citizens of the society. Some of the features of the scheme were old age pension scheme, tax exemption, subsidy in healthcare, then mental health services, counseling facilities, land grants, setting up of welfare funds, etc. There are other policies like Atal Pension Yojana, National Pension Scheme, Pradhan Mantri Vyay Vandana Yojana, Varishth Pension Bima Yojana, then Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme. Along with it, there are certain schemes provided by state-specific government, that is, the Integrated Program for Older Pensions. The IPOP. The scheme was launched by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment in 2008. Under the scheme, funds were provided to the state for government, local bodies, NGOs, etc. to run and maintain the old age homes, daycare centers, mobile medical units, etc. The most famous scheme till date is the Indira Gandhi National Age Pension Scheme. The scheme was introduced by Ministry of Rural Development. The scheme provided central assistance towards pension by providing Rs 200 per month to persons above 60 years of age and Rs 500. Along with it, the schemes such as National Healthcare Scheme for the elderly people, the Ayushman Bharat Yojana, other schemes are also available through which the elderly people can avail the benefits. After discussing all the aspects of rights for senior citizen, in a nutshell, we can conclude that there are enough of rights and policies, but still the most important aspects of rights of senior citizen lies in the Indian value system. That is, our adults are our responsibility. To be there with them when they need us is our obligation as dutiful children. Thank you so much for giving me your precious time. The video was by the 4th year law students of Banasthali Vidyapeeth. Thank you so much.